on Wednesday or Thursday, I think, Scotty did a talk, and she said to me, bro, you know, she was talking about him Crewmy. And she said, you know, she hoped that him can transition into the senior ranks and bring his junior dominance to the senior level. You know, so we started talking about, you know, she asked me why many of the youths them now transition. And that conversation came up, and, you know, thinking about it then, you know, I kind of say some things, and it's not something I think about for the first, but whilst we have this affinity and love for track and field in Jamaica, we're not very serious about it, and let me explain to you why I say that. Zane, Jamaica's success in track and field is in sprinting, that is rival only by the United States. The joy and excitement that boys and girls champs has brought this country for years upon years is second to none. But I don't know, I think we are very complacent in the fact that, oh, we have a conveyor belt and we'll just keep turning out these athletes. Very possible. However, based on the level of success that we have had at the junior level and at the senior level, I don't think enough is being done for the sustenance and continued dominance of Jamaica in track and field. And let me explain to you. First and foremost, when you look at tracks in the country, Zane, we have the National Stadium, we have Stadium East, Kingston. We have the Usain Bolt facility, I think that is up at UA, 3. We have, I think Calabar has a track, I think JC has a track now, and I think KC has a track. That is 6 tracks, based on my knowledge, in the corporate area. Remember, you know, we have 14 parishes, you know. And those 6 tracks span over Kingston and St. Andrew, 6 of them. There's a track at GC Foster that is 7. And there's one at Catherine Hall, I think, that is 8. So as far as I know, and you can correct me if I'm right, we have 8 tracks in the country. 6 of them being in Kingston and St. Andrew. At this stage, based on the successes that we have had in track and field, each parish in this country should have a running track, a international level track, mini stadium type of vibe with a track. You understand? And all these parish meets and these championship at the local level, the students are exposed as early as possible to the technology and the equipment, using starting blocks, being exposed to hurdles early and all of them something. I don't think enough is being done to treat with that. That is one. Secondly, so when we're talking about why enough of the athletes have not transition, it's multifactorial. One, some of the athletes them just do it for represent them school. Many of them don't see a future in track and field. That's a one. So some of them only do it because of them school and them are represent them school. So some athletes, student athletes, are not interested in tracks beyond that. So that's a one. So we lose some that way. Zane. Secondly, many of the athletes, especially the schools that are chasing champs, are so overworked and overused and overtrained that by the time they finish, so even though they excel in champs, by the time they finish with champs, them body can't recover from that enough for transition, for have a successful career. There's no track in the Trelawney Stadium that was designed as a cricket complex, so there's no running track there. Perhaps they should build one there, they should add one there, and the land space is there for that. So I don't know, yeah? So many of them in pursuit of championships are overworked. Athletes doing 4x4, 100, 200, 400, 4x1, 4x4. That is too much for our kids. That is just the reality of it. Zane, so whilst in pursuit of champs, many of our athletes are damaged early because we're trying to win champs. Many of our athletes are used and discarded in the pursuit of champs as well. So athletes are given the opportunity to repeat grades and repeat this and repeat that, whilst a lot of attention is not being placed on the academics. And after champs done, and it's the same thing for Manning Cup and Dakasta Cup. I've seen it with my own eyes. Like, I've seen it. They are discarded and them just frustrated and nobody with nothing at all. Because champs done, so everything done, nobody not busy with nobody again, and them something else. So we are not really and truly being there for our youth as we should in that regards. Some of these children are from families where academics trumps sports any day of the week. So some of them are made to, are encouraged, and probably in some cases coerced and forced to focus on the academics. So them go college and academics them are treated because a degree the thing there. You understand? So we lose some that way. Next, many of the youths that don't have the financial support after leaving high school to continue training. They don't have the nutritional base. They don't have the money for that. They don't have the money to see the specialists, the physiotherapists when they have a little niggle idea. So that support is not there to help them to transition from the junior ranks to the senior ranks. Yeah? Because it's not everybody can go as swept or elite or MVP or racers. I don't know how the intake of these track clubs go, but obviously not everybody can go there. Also, some of the youths them peak during high school in terms of their athletics capabilities. Many times, some of our athletes who we say blazing up champs, physically, technically, they can't go any further. So we lose some of them in that regards. See, so it's a number of reasons why the youth them not transition. Also, when some of them get scholarship and go on the US collegiate circuit, the amount of work they have to do to fulfill their scholarship situation is crazy. So just like how some of them are burnt out for champs, some of them are burnt out on the collegiate circuit in the United States as well. Then also to move from your high school coach to a coach in college, then to a coach after college, sometimes it is difficult for these athletes to adapt and adjust in time to really make a mark on the international scene. So it's a number of things why them not transition. But back to now, why we not take track and field serious. I don't think we take it as serious as we should. And we're not doing enough for really and truly not just maintain but extend our dominance. Cali, Colombia last year, where the juniors would have gotten the largest medal haul in any championship at the junior level before. Those athletes should be taken, placed in a program where their nutrition is taken care of, them have access to the medical facilities and experts in the track and field area there where if them have any issues that can be treated with. And all of these athletes should have been, provision should have been made for the ones who want to pursue track and field to be placed in one of these track clubs, locally or internationally, and provisions made to help them sustain themselves until them can make enough money to take care of them program. We make a lot of money in this country from sports, or we should be making more. So I don't think enough is being done to help our youngsters after champs, after them leave class 1, to really and truly go to the next level. Because it is not easy. People think that because you dominate champs means that, oh, automatically you're going to become a world beater. Usain Bolt struggled for years between champs and becoming the greatest sprinter in the world. Many people gave up on Usain. Many people gave up on Usain between champs until him start with the Usain Bolt that we have come to know. You see me? So there's a lot of things. Many of the youths, them young, them still try to find them way in this world, psychologically, emotionally, financially. They are physically, we need to put programs in place where our young athletes, the ones who are showing the desire to become professional athletes, who have the skill set, we should be putting in programs in place, Zane, to treat with helping them to transition. We're losing too many. We're not going to get all of them to transition, but we are lose too many. Corporate Jamaica, them are part of the next problem. Because many of them only come on board when a man become world champion or Olympic champion. You see them run up and down back at some people. I mean, I know easy because the youth them need to make their money when them can't demand them thing. Zine, but many of these companies, what they should be doing. So you're looking at champs now. DeAndre Daly that came second behind Bawaji and Krumi in the 100. He is supremely talented. That young man was in a car accident earlier in the year. He has been recovering from injuries and he ran the fastest he has run in his life in that final. 10, I don't remember how much in my head, you know. Zine, so Nkrumah will take the spotlight and many companies will want to bring him in under their umbrella. But then there's a DeAndre Daly. These are the things that we need to be looking at. We see the athletes with potential, corporate Jamaica, instead of waiting until these athletes has gone through the struggle and make it now and jump on the bandwagon. Adapt an athlete, man. Ensure say they are able to get the nutrition that they need, the gym time that they need, the coaching that they need, the medical treatment that they need. And you are there from the beginning. You help this athlete instead of a try benefit now when the athlete would have put in all of the work and them something there. Many of the youths are champs. The schools that they are representing, them don't have a starting block at the level of what is a champs. Try to get some of these things in the schools. Yeah, so if we are serious about maintaining but we're very complacent because we have been doing it for years. So we just expect, say, yo, many other countries are catching up. Many other countries are investing millions and billions of dollars in trying to develop their track and field program. So it's not just Jamaica and the United States. Just like it in champs. When I was growing up, there was the school. Then, you know, Jago was always thereabout. Then Omud. Then it was Edwin Allen. See, look like it won to be idle now. And other schools have won it before. There's always been the Calabar, KC, JC, out there. And you have had Wolmers were kind of win champs already and Jago in the past and thing. But look at what is happening at Herbert Morrison now. Magati High was very busy at champs this year. St. Catherine High was very busy at champs. Immaculate was excellent at champs this year. So you have schools now that are investing in their program where I say, okay, St. Elizabeth Technical, they have been doing exceptionally. There was a year when every sprint, class in the boy section, class 3 to class 1, all those sprints, those 100 meters were won by St. Elizabeth Technical athlete because I don't remember, he's head of Elite Track Club now, coaching Shelley and some other people. I don't remember what his name is. Zine, he has been doing sterling work done by States. Petersfield High has been producing some great sprinters and middle distance runners. Spalding High, which is now Alphonsus Davis. Different schools now are investing significantly in their programs to challenge in the future a KC, a Calabar, a JC. Other countries, Zane, are spending a lot of money in trying to get their athletes to compete with us. We, just like when West Indies used to dominate cricket in the 80s, we were very complacent. You understand? Until the likes of Australia, who would have spent time and money and expend a lot of resources in developing their cricketers, they dominated Test cricket for years. You understand what I mean? Because we were very we keep on producing Garfield Sobers and Vivian Richards and Lawrence Rowe and Mikey Holden and Curtly Ambrose and Courtney Walsh and Brian Lara. So we feel like that was going to last forever. There came the Steve Wars and the Shane Warnes and the Glenn McGrath and the works. The Indians, Tendulkar, up to Virat Kohli this day. They had their Rahul Dravids and their VVS Laxman and the whole works. Nobody now sit down and I say, oh, they might dominate, so we're not going to try to dominate too. We need to understand what we have. And that is us as Jamaicans. I don't think we always understand what we have at our disposal. Zane, and we take things for granted. Sports is a business. And it's a multi-billion-dollar business. Sports tourism are, for example, and this is another point. So the National Stadium was built in 1962. Yes, it was refurbished for the 2002 World Juniors. Yeah? Fine. But the level of refurbishing in 2002 from 1962, at this stage in our life, our national stadium should be competing with the best stadiums globally. I'll say that again. Jamaica's national stadium, based on our success in track and field, should be rivaling track stadiums anywhere around the world. I'm going to ask if it build a 50,000 capacity stadium, it can build with the same 28 to 30, 35,000 capacity, but it should be state of the art. You understand what I say? Jamaica should be vying for our world relays to be hosted here. Jamaica should be vying to host the Commonwealth Games. Jamaica should be vying to host the World Junior Championships again. Jamaica should be competing to hold the world relays very regular. We can't do that with the national state. Jamaica is one of the most successful nations on the planet in track and field. And we are not host. There should be a Diamond League stop in Jamaica. If not every year, once every 3-4 years. What wrong with that something? Why we can't? What happened? We don't have airport for people coming. We don't have athletes who can't compete with anybody in the world. We don't have athletes around the world who want to come to Jamaica. We are a joke. The whole champs thing, as me I say, I've been doing some thinking and I look on a thing in a more in-depth perspective. I heard Dan Webby saying he is planning to have a sit down with Minister Babs Grange for kind of iron out some of these things, man, because we're not serious. That is basically what Dan Webby has said. This is a man who is not even so engaged in sports as some other people. The man is a businessman. You can't say him love sports. Grace Kennedy, the sponsorship of Grace Kennedy to champs was $170 million. So the amount of money that people are willing to invest in track and field without making use of it, we need for serious. We can do better. We need a modern stadium. That's the first thing. See, we need to have a mini complex. It don't have to be elaborate. Catching all is a good example in every parish where as many youths are exposed to running on a Monday track surface from as early as possible. The corporate entities will jump on the bandwagon when the man then become world champions and the empress then become Olympic champions. See the talent from early. Everybody got champs. Everybody watch champs. You see the talent. You understand? Adapt an athlete, man. You know, each corporate entity. See, adapt one athlete, say every 3 years. And they not even have to be every year. Because it got stagger then. Adapt a talented athlete. And even if them not excel at champs, you see the potential. Because sometimes a youth may not excel at champs, but you know that youth have potential enough. If them get the right coaching, if them get the right nutrition, if them get the right medical attention, this youth will become a star. Adapt an athlete. When me have enough money, when me can do that, I'll be very happy to adapt an athlete. You understand? I might not be able to do it like a Grace or a Digicel, but I am willing to do that because I love the thing. I don't have the amount of money there yet, and I'm still willing to buy a couple of youth some spikes and some other little things. I'm willing to buy a couple of schools, 2 starting blocks or 2 hurdlers. At the same money there right now. We are look it. So when we find it, we're willing to help some of the youths them. Look, we need to do better. We can do better. As a nation, we should be doing better. We need a modern stadium. We need to be attracting some of these high-profile meets. And these meets too will help to encourage some more of the youth to say, Bombard, you know, say, Gold Diamond League, I keep us, you know, say, in 5 years, I go on in a Diamond League around here. So we need to start take the thing serious. We don't take track and field as serious as you think. We love it, yes. But are we taking it serious? Are we putting things in place to sustain our current dominant status and extend it? I'm not so sure. One next thing I want to talk about before I leave is the fact where, and it, look, if you have somebody from Trinidad or the Cayman Island or BVI or Turks and Caicos, so you have a parent in Jamaica doing some work, Zine, and they bring their child or children along and they are enrolled in schools in Jamaica. Naturally, them can participate in a chance. I don't have an issue with that. But I am seeing a trend where it would appear to me that there's a deliberate attempt at recruiting athletes from other countries to represent schools who are in pursuit of champs. I'm not sure if me like that. If children are here with their parents because of work-related stuff or whatever, they're enrolled in high schools in Jamaica, fine, no issue. But it would appear to me that there is a deliberate attempt at recruiting athletes from various countries, especially by the schools who are in pursuit of champs. I am not sure I like that. Our coaches are some of the best coaches in the world now. When I look at the sprinting form that is being displayed by some of our junior athletes, a boy running in class 3 the farm not supposed to look so good. A girl running in class 4 farm, we are having some of the best coaches in the world. So that part of it is going in the right direction. However, at the administrative level, at the vision level, at the resource level, at the infrastructure level, we are still not taking it serious.